This is the Shotgun City Sheriff, the law himself, Clayton Clark.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mr. Kennedy, a.k.a. Mr. Anderson.
This is the Young Titan, Aaron Atlas.
Hey, this is Matt Brannigan.
This is the Warbound Hellhound Bow Sword.
This is your favorite drunken pro wrestler, a.k.a. the Bud Light Brawler, Dalton Davis.
This is Lizzie Six.
This is Jake Something.
And this is the jaw-jacking, back-cracking, God created all men equal, and then he made me the sequel, Rohit Raju, and you are listening to the Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast.
Spot Show Podcast. Hell yeah.
The Spot Show Podcast.
The Spot Show Podcast? Yeah, that's right. I stuttered. Shut up.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Spot Show Podcast, an independent wrestling podcast with what? A few pit stops along the way. We're taking a pit stop today.
Big pit stop, Dickie.
Big pit stop. Big pit stop. We're gonna find you for that. We got cell phones going off out here. You're fine. You're fine. Hey, how's it going? We're out here at the Sewer Lair parking lot sale, the 8th annual Sewer Lair parking lot sale. Dickie Madrox here with Michael Madrox. We got Colby Jack here with us, and we've also got little Logan Madrox over here as well.
Hi.
There he is. There he is. So how's it going, guys?
Man, this has been a fun day.
Yeah, it has. You know, we're just out here doing the Lord's work. You know what I mean? We're just out here.
This is the Lord's work?
This is the Lord's work, man.
Peddling wrestling figures?
Is it though?
In my opinion.
Do cows have a god?
I'm not sure if they do or not. I don't have one.
No, we're just out here selling. So, you know, we got a little booth ski set up here at the parking lot sale. We figured we would turn on the microphone and record a little podcast.
Prime location too, man.
Prime location, man. We get to give a huge shout out to Sewer Lair Toys. They gave us a really good spot here at this sale. We've had a lot of foot traffic going along here. I know all the other vendors and stuff that I've talked to said they've been having a pretty good day too. So when we got insanely lucky with the weather today, and I hope by me saying that I did not jinx it.
Hopefully not, brother.
No, yeah, because the weather's great. I mean, nice weather, not too hot, not too cold, man.
Yeah, overcast. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what I got my eyes on right now, though. The sneaker store just opened up.
Oh, man.
So
we got to keep Dickie out of there.
You got to keep me out of there, or I might actually spend all of our earnings that
no,
we
you
have
will not.
made today. Hey, before we get too far into this, just want to let everybody know that this episode of the Spot Show Podcast is brought to you by Elite Pro Wrestling and Yoo-Hoo. We're going to hear a little bit more about them later, Colby. That is, of course, unless you head on over to patreon.com/MadBash Studios. You back us at the $5 and above tier. You're going to get this show completely ad-free and at least 24 hours early. That's the important one right there. Hey, you know what? Here's why being on the Patreon is so important. One of our lovely, lovely backers was here earlier. They entered our raffle giveaway that we're going on here. They got some entries into the raffle just for supporting us on Patreon. Shout out to Brandon for showing us some support on Patreon. We love it. We love it. We love it. But here's the thing. Maybe some of y'all can't be like Brandon. Maybe y'all don't have the extra money that you can toss our way. Get that completely. You can back us for free on Patreon. You're still going to get some really cool behind-the-scenes photos, specifically from this Sewer Lair sale. We're going to be getting some photos. We've already got some and whatnot. Go to madbashstudios.com. That's going to give you links to everywhere that you can support us. YouTube, your favorite podcasting platform. Leave us a 5-star written review. We love it.
We do love it, man. So, Dickie, see anything out here today that sparked your interest?
Is there something out here that sparked my interest? Too many to count. I mean, too many. I mean, I've seen a lot of really cool Spider-Man stuff, and like as we know, I'm a huge Spider-Man
dude, they got a retro card, little orange Venom over there.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, if Corbin was here, he'd be throwing a fit.
Dude, Dickie is here, and he is throwing a fit. Colby, I know that you've actually already bought something. You bought something for Logan Madrox.
Oh yeah, I bought him the classic blue cage ring set. I got a bargain on it too.
There you go.
Can't beat those deals, brother.
No, you absolutely cannot beat those deals. That's what we're doing. We're just out here wheeling and dealing, you know, doing our thing. As Colby almost knocks over the MadBash banner.
Second time.
But what about
Never
you,
bring
Madrox?
a cow in the house, brother.
You caught anything?
Just that Venom toy so far.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Logan, what about you? I know that you got your ring, you got everything. What have you really seen that has drawn your attention?
The classic tech decks.
Classic tech decks? Yeah, man. I was
Another
never
guy
good
selling those.
I was never good with tech decks.
Another guy selling those. We might work out a deal after the show's over.
There we go.
I remember as a baby cow, we played with those all the time.
With your hooves?
Yeah, with my little hooves. I couldn't get it because, I only have the one hoof, but I always enjoyed watching the other kids play with them.
Love it, love it, love it. Hey, we're going to get to the plug ski section right now. Really don't have a whole lot to plug. For those of you that are on the Patreon, Untitled Wrestling Commentary Show is now available. We did Doink the Clown versus Marty Jannetty, 2 out of 3 falls match. That was
a banger.
A really actually have you seen this match, Colby?
I have not.
It's actually a very good match. Of course, the big plug ski of everything that we do, Ascend the Throne, is available on Patreon. Back us at the $5 tier. It's included with your subscription, but if you just want to buy the streaming rights, it's $8. And it is the reviews of Ascend the Throne, people are raving.
They love it, man.
People are raving. Loved it. You get to see the coronation of Chris Cutler winning the MadBash Wrestling Championship.
I'm not going to lie, though. It feels weird as hell doing a podcast out here in the sea of people.
I know, right? I mean, we out here. We're just doing the damn thing, as people say.
I'm waiting for someone to look at us weird while we're talking.
Oh, we've already got a few looks.
Oh, we've already gotten a few looks because, you're a cow.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I've gotten a couple looks today, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's just who I am,
the cow
man.
draws people over, though, brother.
Cow does be drawing that attention. I don't know, man. We got some really good stuff over on this table. We've sold some pretty good stuff so far. I mean, this has been a pretty good little trip so far here. I think we've been doing pretty good stuff. We got some really good MadBash merch.
Yes,
we
always got the Fire MadBash merch,
as we only know how to do. Here's the thing, though, with you, Colby. You went into Sewer Lair proper to the actual store, and you said, "I can get in trouble in here."
Yes, I can. First time in the store, and I came across the horror section. I love horror. And I saw some Funko Pops, some figures, and I'm like, I need to walk away before I buy this whole store.
And that's the beauty of stuff like this.
And since he's came out here, he's been talking to me about this one certain Funko Pop that he keeps debating on going and grabbing or not.
If you keep debating it that much,
it might as well just go buy it.
You're going to have to just go buy it.
Because you're going to regret it not doing it.
Yeah, I'm seeing what happens to the end of the day.
Yes, absolutely.
Shout out to this guy over here in the retro Batman t-shirt.
Oh, dude, we've seen some really cool retro shirts over here right now, man. We've seen some really cool retro toys and whatnot. We got VHSs. We've got here at the booth specifically, we've got some AEW figures. We've got some Dragon Ball Z VHSs. We've got some comic books. But I'm walking around here like I said, there's just a lot here. You love to see stuff like this, and we were having a little conversation with Logan earlier. It's like, man, let that freak flag fly. You know what I mean? Like, if you're into this sort of stuff, then this is absolutely the place for you.
Promote it, man.
Exactly.
Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with going to a toy store as a grown man. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
As a grown cow.
As a grown cow. Grown man, grown cow, grown woman. Doesn't matter. Yeah, come out, have fun. Who cares?
It's all about having the fun. So, Colby, we've not really talked with you about it, but I'm assuming that you're a collector of certain things. What kind of stuff do you collect?
I collect. So if I collect anything in this nature, it would be horror. So horror figures. Yeah. I got the Chucky doll. I got that. Some memorabilia. I got the Freddy Claus. The figures in the boxes, from the movies or the horror movies, whatever. I got a couple of those, and I collect the wrestling toy. I mean, I got tons of wrestling toys, tons of wrestling Funko Pop. What is it? My favorite ones. I have the DX and NWO Funko Pops.
Oh,
the collection of
the
all
box sets.
Yeah,
the 3-pack of the NWO. I saw someone selling that over there.
And then I have the 2-pack of the DX one.
Cool, man. So, I had to get out of Funko Pops.
I did too.
I mean, Funko Pops are my thing.
They're collectible popcorn.
They're collectible junk food.
Junk food is a good way to put it.
You try one, you gotta have it all.
Yeah, man. Funko Pops are collectible junk food, and we're not insulting anyone that collects them, but I'm just saying, they're just so easy to just grab them, and the next thing you know, you've got 1,000.
Yes. Like, that's how it starts. And you're like, oh, one, this is kind of cool. It's kind of cheesy. And then you see another one. And, like, those fandoms just go on and on and on.
And that's how I started out. I was like, man, I'm only going to buy things that I like. I'm only going to get the fandoms of things that I like. And then you realize you like a lot of things.
Yep.
So what are you going to do?
Boy, were you wrong.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the table, I could see there's a lot of stuff you guys collected over the years. A lot of figures, a lot of memorabilia.
This is just what we can fit in the car, brother.
This is just what we can fit in the car. Absolutely.
What do you collect, Logan?
AEW figures, and I have a few Funko Pops and horror action figures.
What kind of horror figures do you got?
I have a Freddy Krueger. I have a Michael Myers figure. I have a few, but I don't really have that many.
Yeah, weren't you telling me you got like the Tiny Toon?
Tiny Toon, Michael Myers.
Michael Myers. Yep, we were talking about that earlier. I collected those Tiny Toons of the horror.
He's also
horror
got the
killers.
ultimate NECA Pennywise Deadlights.
Oh, yeah. I'm
The one
jealous
that lights
of that,
up.
actually.
I kind of forgot I had that.
Yeah. Just so you know, Dickie almost ended up with that one time. That's a true story. Your dad was almost like, oh, Logan's not going to miss it.
Well, obviously, he forgot he had it.
See? He wouldn't even have missed it, brother.
You wouldn't. Absolutely
I mean,
not.
speaking about collecting, I mean, just unloading the stuff that we were bringing to the cell, Mr. Dickie Wabash walked away with 4 extra figures.
Yeah, I grabbed, I looked at this like, wait a minute, you're selling this, man? Okay, dibs. And then he said, happy birthday. Here's a Series 1 Kenny Omega.
I got you, bro.
You got me. So,
should we disclaim that this is going to be a little different than a normal Podski?
What do you mean by that?
Like, at some point we're going to get some guests on board and just do some little
I'm
interviews.
hoping that maybe we can get some people to cycle in and maybe join. We'll see. This probably isn't going to go the full spot show length, but we'll definitely figure it out.
Who knows? It might end up being a 4-hour pod show.
You never know. We could just be sitting here the whole time doing this. Be sitting here the whole time doing this. We still got like another 4 hours of the sale or so, But at some point we got to vlog. We're busy today. Not only are we out here with the booth, but we're very busy in general.
Yes, we are. Like always, man.
Always. When are we not busy?
Oh, you just gave a spoiler.
That's not really a spoiler. Hey, we're vlogging about our experience here.
Everyone vlogs.
Not
a lot of people vlog.
We've only got one vlog under our belt.
Well, it was the toy hunt vlog that we did here at Sewer Lair, yeah. And we might do another toy hunt like around here, but that means I'm gonna have to buy something. And boy, was I truly trying to not buy anything because I want to be a good boy. But here's the thing, though: I'm not going to be spending company funds. It's my own personal.
Just buy something on the left. You'll be all right.
Never use company funds.
No, we don't want to embezzle.
That's embezzlement, sir. We can get arrested.
Yeah, we ain't trying to do that. So, this is another thing that I find really fascinating about Colby Jack too. Like you love the horror stuff, which was really I wouldn't peg you as like a horror person, but like I see your gear bag and you've got all the horror pins and stuff on it. I mean, Colby Jack is billed from Derry, Maine, which is the smartest pun in wrestling and the coolest reference in wrestling.
Yes, it is.
And what's funny is I've had people go, "Is that a real place? Like, where'd you come up with?" I'm like, guys, it's the location of Pennywise the Dancing Clown. Like, how do you not?
Can you do the Pennywise dance though?
I could. I'm not gonna do it right now. I'll tell you what. For the Patreon, I'll do it.
There we go.
For the Patreon, I'll do it.
Logan, did you have something you wanted to say?
How does a cow make money to buy these action figures?
I work on a farm, man.
Oh.
He worked on Yoder's farm.
Oh, Yoder's?
I work on several farmers' farms. Yoder's farm, Hillbilly Jed's farm. Everyone's farm. Like, I just go around. I'm a traveling cow, man.
He was a young Bill on Haystack Calhoun's farm.
He what now?
I was a young Bill on Haystack Calhoun's farm.
Yeah, just a young little veal. But yeah, man, we're just out here chilling. I hope that I'm hoping this audio turns out okay.
Me too.
Fingers
knows? Crossed.
Who knows? We're gonna.
We didn't bring the headphones.
Nope, did not bring the headphones. Don't need them. No, we're really hoping to do more stuff like this. You know what I mean? Like, we're really hoping to like be out and about, like on location and doing podcasts and stuff. Because like we've talked about wanting to do podcasts like right before shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Now we have the technology.
Yeah, now we do. We're here to just do the damn thing. Like I said,
I
at
like
the top
that
of this.
though, because it gives like the listeners something different. Like we got spot show on the road, and now we got spot show on location.
Yeah, we need to do another spot show road trip.
Yes.
We do.
I was disappointed I wasn't on the first one. I didn't get to be part of the first one.
Well, there's only been one. Yeah, we tried to do a second one, but forgot to change the batteries on the recorder. So, oh man, so on the Patreon, we do shit show on the $10 tier. I accidentally erased
that whole segment
of us losing battery.
Oh man,
I accidentally lost it. So that's not going to be on shit show.
I'm sure it'll happen again.
Oh, it'll happen again. It's probably going to happen now. But
seriously,
no, we're doing good. I was sure to change the batteries before we got out of here. So yeah, man, we're just I don't know, like this, like I said, I think the thing that has really helped today is that and I was telling Scott, one of the owners of Sewer Lair, about this. It is supposed to storm very badly. This is Saturday, of course. It's supposed to do on Sunday,
starting at like 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah,
tonight.
and we're like dead in the middle of good weather and bad weather. So I think we really lucked out.
Oh yeah,
but
the thunder gods are looking over us.
Rain or shine, MadBash will be there. We're the postal service of independent wrestling.
I mean, I work in the rain all the time. I mean, they don't let me back in the barn when it rains.
They should.
They don't. I work through the rain.
Hey, you'll know this. When you look out on the field and you see your cow brethren, when they're all. Now, this is an old adage. I heard this a long time ago. Whenever all the cows are standing, that means it's a clear day, right?
Yep.
When all the cows are down sleeping, that means it's cloudy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be rainy.
You're 100% right.
What about when it's half and half?
Half sleeping, half standing.
Yeah.
I don't know because I haven't seen that happen yet.
Oh, they call it partly cowdy.
Ho 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 ho.
Dickie Wabash.
Dickie dad jokes over here, brother. Pew pew.
The knee slap.
I just slapped my knee, so I hurt my middle finger. I bruised it really bad, and I just slapped my left hand on my knee, and it really hurt. As I'm still doing it, like why am I still?
Bring back what happened earlier. You were standing, and you were putting your foot on the tub, and you were like,
I was trying to be a man of the people, trying to look important, standing with my foot up on a pedestal, and the tote kept slipping out from underneath me.
And then he kept going, I'm not going to do that again. Then he does it again 3 seconds later.
Was that the old Captain Morgan commercials where like the guys would like put their foot on something and just stand and pose?
Well, that's the Captain Morgan pose. But there were old Captain Morgan commercials, right? Where they would people would be striking the pose.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
By the way, while we're recording this, King and Queen of the Ring is on right now. So
we're
I
watching
can't.
it.
Yeah, I can't see the screen.
It's still a pre-show.
Oh, I see young Randall Orton.
Yeah,
That's
they're
old
just
Randall
they're talking about the matches of the King and Queen of the Ring.
It starts at 1, right?
I thought it was supposed to start at 1. What time is it?
12:30.
12. Yeah, it starts at 1. We're not giving no spoilers though. I don't spoil.
Well, by the time they hear this, it's going to be over.
Already over, bro.
Well,
do you think this is live?
You know what? Sometimes I think
Cows
it is.
don't know technology, brother.
Listen, I'm a cow. I know the farm. I don't know technology.
So we were talking about this. As you know, we're doing the premium live event draft where we have our teams.
Yes.
I do not remember if we said pre-show matches count.
I could have swore we did.
I don't think we did, though.
You would have to go back and look.
We'll have to go back and listen to that
So for those of you that don't know, we're doing the premium live event draft. There may be some new listeners that came in. So the way we did it, we each drafted a team of 12 wrestlers each. We get points based on how they perform at the premium live events. And we were debating, I don't think that we said premium, the pre-shows count.
And it doesn't even,
I think what we technically said is, do they even do matches on pre-shows anymore?
That sounds right.
But they were talking about a pre-show match. I don't know if they're going to do it or not.
I mean, at this point, I figure they should count because it's still under the umbrella of that.
Well, see,
billing.
you say that because the match that we're talking
even
about
if
is
it
going
was
to
your
favor
match,
you.
I would still say that.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would, because I honestly didn't think they did pre-show matches anymore.
Which is so funny because we're talking about it like now as it's happening, but by the time everyone hears this, it's going to already be over. So yeah,
we'll flip a coin.
We'll figure it out. So yeah, probably what we'll do is the first half of this podcast, we will probably just do it like we're here live, and then maybe in the we'll take a little break, and then maybe we'll get people don't care. We'll actually do a breakdown of what our point spreads were for King and Queen of the Ring.
Maybe.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Make
a
it
good way to do
two-parter.
it. Be a good little two-part ski.
I'm really looking forward to seeing the finals of this King of the Ring between
Randy and Gunther.
Yeah, that's gonna.
I have a feeling it's going to be Randy.
If it is, sure hope so because he's on my team.
I only say that because it's in Saudi.
Yeah,
and they like the nostalgia.
Yeah,
I'm
We want Yokozuna.
Well, I'm saying it right now. I got Gunther winning this thing. It makes the
I
most.
think everybody has Gunther winning.
That's why I think they're going to go with Randy, just because the fact it's in Saudi.
Yeah. So let's hear some hot takes from a show that has already happened. Man, I can't believe that he won. Can you believe that he won that match?
I was not expecting that return.
I know, right? I was not expecting that finish. It was a good finish.
When he did the thing into the thing, oh my god!
Did you see that move that happened that no one's ever seen before? Oh my gosh!
What's the old adage of the grizzled brothers in the locker room?
Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I liked when you did the thing.
Yeah, I liked the back body drop spot.
And when you did the thing that led into the finish, oh, that was so good.
We know someone who had that happen to them where it was like, oh, I watched your match. I love that back body drop. Like, didn't do a back body drop. What are we talking about?
I love that shoulder tackle.
Yeah, shoulder tackle, duck the line.
Tracy Smothers used to get so busy backstage, and he'd tell people he'd watched their match and didn't do it because he'd end up talking the whole thing, and then he'd come back through the curtain and they'd be like, Tracy, how was it? And he's like, oh yeah, I loved it, but you need to throw less punches.
And then he'd go out and throw more punches.
150 punches.
That is always some of my favorite stuff is whenever people, whenever a vet will be like, you need to do less of this, then go out and do
the same
exactly
thing.
what they told you that you need to stop doing.
Just to make sure he gets his stuff over.
Look at this. We got some customers.
How you doing, guys?
How you guys doing good? Yeah, you're live on the Spot Show podcast right now, by the way. We're recording a little podcast. Well, if you guys have any questions about any of this, you just feel free to butt in. That's why we're here. So, but yeah, just that whole thing of like, yeah, I did that. No, you didn't.
That's a 2-piece mask, by the way.
Yeah, Madrox has got a Friday the 13th Jason mask up here.
I'm kind of jealous. I'm not gonna lie, even though I got 2 of them.
You don't got that one, though.
I don't have that one.
Oh, there's Scott.
There's Scott.
Scott's ignoring us.
Oh, he's got to get food.
He's getting...
Look at that.
No selling us.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Scott. Shout out to Andrew, Sewer Lair Toys. I love these guys. They were one of the original sponsors on the podcast. Never going to forget that. They help us out a lot. One of my favorite places to go, man. One of my favorite places to go. Shop local. I think more people need to do that. Like, you can go to your big box stores all you want. I understand the convenience of that, but don't forget about little places like this, you know?
This is where the heart of America is
Yeah,
at.
this is the lifeblood of...
Look at her. She's won that mask really bad.
Oh. We're really debating.
It's got the full face underneath the hockey mask.
Yeah, so for those of you, this is of course there's no video with this. We have a customer here. She is wearing a Friday the 13th shirt. She is eyeballing the Friday the 13th mask we have on our table. I think it's the perfect fit, personally.
I will give you I'll give you $13 off just because you're wearing the T-shirt.
Friday the 13th, dollars off.
Yep.
I don't know. We're seeing. You're debating pretty hard over there. Oh, so he's the one with the money. Okay, so he's
the one to convince.
Yep, love to see that. Well, yeah, man, we're just out here. What were we talking about? We were talking about
Scott and shopping local.
Oh yeah, shop local. Yeah, you really should, man. You really should. Like, that's the thing. You know, MadBash is all about independent you know, and that's really what a lot of these places are. They're just independent. They're not a big box store. You know, they don't have the machine backing them. You know what I mean? So really go after, like, you know, the local spots.
Yes.
Not just with toys, just with anything, man.
Always
Not to
support
sound all
local.
new agey and hipster on you, but it's just the truth.
You are a hipster, though.
I'm very much a hipster.
So it's okay if
I'm
it's...
King Millennial of Hipster Mountain.
As Logan Madrox is over here dressed like a newspaper.
Yeah.
So Logan Madrox used to be a Clark Mark. You still are, but you used to dress like Clayton Clark all the time. Now you're dressing like me.
No,
a lot more.
I bought
You look
this.
like Dylan Cole is who you look like, and I made this comment.
I bought this because I was supposed to see my grandpa, and I was like, I'm gonna dress like my grandpa on Sundays when I see him.
Yeah. Well,
And-
today's Saturday, but okay.
So you're saying that you're dressed like Dickie, but you're trying to impress your grandfather.
I'm not really
And
dressed
if you guys
like
want to see what
Dickie.
Logan Madrox looks like, there will, of course, be behind-the-scenes photos on the Patreon. Oh, we got a purchase here going on, Logan. Take care of it. Watch your phone.
$10, sir.
Yeah, $10 for that one. Buying an IRS micro brawler. Love to see that. Really appreciate the business, guys. Thank you so much. It's for your nephew? Okay. He likes collecting wrestling stuff.
All the figures on that table are $10. You should buy more of them. I'll cut you a deal. You buy all of them, I'll throw in the Jason mask free.
Oh.
Tempting, huh?
Look at Madrox wheeling and dealing live on the podcast.
I don't want to pack anything home, brother.
Yeah, we're trying to wheel and deal out here. By the way, he said he's a wrestling fan. We've got this giveaway that we're doing right here. All you got to do is like us on social media, and you get free entries into this giveaway. Signed SCU figures. These are authentic. So definitely something to keep in mind there. We love to take care of the fans.
They made the tag match definitely on the pre-show. So you guys.
Oh, it is on the pre-show?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we're gonna have to debate this one, man. We're gonna have to
We'll
figure
flip
out
something later.
Yeah, we'll figure this all out. So.
I'll take you on your offer.
Oh, no, I meant the whole table.
Oh.
Oh, look at this.
Can't get the mask away for those ones. Sorry about that. Should have clarified.
Yeah,
That'd be a big hit.
Either way, guys, we appreciate the business very much. Thank you so much.
If you go to MadBashStudios.com, it takes you to all our social media links. Yep.
Yep. There will be links to our Facebook page. To
And
our
all you have to do is show us on, like, if you like the Facebook page, you get a ticket. If you like us on Instagram, you get a ticket. If you sub to us on YouTube, you get a ticket.
Why don't we give a shout out? What's you guys' names? Megan. Thomas, shout out to Megan and Thomas. They're here right now while we're recording the pod ski. They love it. They love it. We all love it while we're out here doing what we do.
Bill?
Oh, yeah. This is Colby Jack. He's our resident cow.
Wrestling cow.
He is. He is. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for the business.
Come
we really
back for the mask,
appreciate
though.
it.
Still trying.
Trying. But, yeah, man, we're... You see what we're doing out here. This is what we've been doing all day. We've been having some really good people come up to the booth. We've been having a really good time. Starting to slow down a little bit, it looks like, but we've had a pretty steady stream of people for the most part. I'm also sitting with my back to the main bulk of
We're dying down a little bit
Well,
during lunchtime.
Yeah, it's lunchtime. Everyone wants to get that food ski, you know?
Yeah, that's where Scott went. Scott went to go get some food.
Scott got sidetracked by Frankie, so I feel sorry for him.
Yeah, man.
See a lot of tents out there with a lot of different items. We got to walk around a little bit and see what was going on over there. There's tons and tons of stuff.
So I don't think we asked you. What I know we said what caught your eye in the store. What's something out here on a table that caught your eye, Colby?
There was a couple Funko Pops that I noticed. I saw a Jaws one that really interests me, where the boat's sinking with Jaws.
Oh, hell yeah!
It looked really cool. I already got the Jaws Funko Pop, but
You need to come check this guy's box over here. His Funko Pops are $5.
Maybe I'll go check it out at the Potski. Who knows?
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff to check out here. I feel like that when we're done recording, we're all going to have to make a lap at some point because I feel like we've not seen it all.
That's what the vlog's for, brother.
There really is a lot to see out here. There really is. We love stuff like this, man.
My ADHD kicks in, so every time I see people walking up, I check their T-shirt out to see if it's a wrestling shirt.
Smart. Yeah, I always do that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of wrestling fans out there.
Yeah, like there's a guy just walked by. He's wearing a Goku shirt. We got Dragon Ball Z VHS tapes.
A little bit of something for everybody.
Little something for everyone. That's what we're doing. But hey, speaking of something for everyone, I say we hear a word from our sponsors. This episode of the Spot Show podcast is also brought to you by Elite Pro Wrestling. Here's the thing about Elite Pro Wrestling, right? You have them to thank for the Spot Show podcast in many different ways. Elite Pro Wrestling gave MadBash Studios our first opportunity when we decided to come back into the wrestling business. So Elite Pro Wrestling is one of the OG backers. We love Elite Pro Wrestling so much. They are putting on incredible shows every single month. You should absolutely be there, whether it be in Odin, Indiana, Washington, Indiana. We would love to see you in the crowd there at Elite Pro Wrestling for every single thing that you need to know about EPW. Head on over to EliteProfessionalWrestling.com. There you are going to find dates, events, links, everything that you need to know about EPW. Thank you so much for being a day one sponsor, EPW. We very much appreciate it. This episode is brought to you by Yoo-Hoo, a product of Keurig Dr. Pepper. So here's what I want you to picture right now, right? You're on a long road trip. You're driving along and you're thinking, man, I could really go for a nice, sweet, refreshing drink. You pull into a gas station and the first thing you see is Yoo-Hoo. And I got to tell you, grabbing that Yoo-Hoo, that's going to be the right decision every single time. Yoo-Hoo is available in a variety of flavors, vanilla, strawberry, but here at MadBash, our personal favorite is chocolate. I'm going to tell you about Yoo-Hoo a little bit more, right? We absolutely love this stuff here at MadBash. We cannot get enough of it. And you know what? We're going to sweeten the pot a little bit here thanks to Yoo-Hoo. If you see us at a wrestling show and you buy a MadBash wrestling sticker, you are entitled to one free bottle of Yoo-Hoo on MadBash Studios. Limit one per customer while supplies last. Now, come on, guys. You can't beat that deal with a stick. Again, MadBash would like to thank Yoo-Hoo so much for sponsoring this episode. Hey, we're back. We got Ronnie here. Ronnie's here live on the Spot Show podcast. Ronnie, what's up?
You gotta talk on the microphone, brother.
You don't want to be on the podcast?
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, we got Ronnie eyeballing.
Ronnie, everything on that table is $10. I know your love language.
Ronnie, one of our fellow vendors here at the sale. He's one of the good brothers. He been to a wrestling show or two with old Ronnie. Going through what we got.
We got this Cody Rhodes, too.
And we got
this Cody Rhodes, too.
I think we got a few Cody Rhodes on our table. Are you a Cody Rhodes fan? We got a lot of Cody Rhodes stuff on this table. He did finish the story.
Actually, I watched that the other night. I watched it again.
Oh, in-game?
Pretty much.
Yep, WWE Endgame with Cody Rhodes completing the story. That's absolutely what he did. We do have a lot of Cody Rhodes, I'm noticing, as I'm looking at the table now. I didn't realize how many we had.
Popular AEW figure there for a while.
Yeah, still is probably. Cody Rhodes AEW figures have probably got to be worth a little something now, right? Since he's back with the E.
That's the way I priced them.
There you go.
Accordingly, brother.
I mean, if that isn't the case, then it is now because I made it that way.
His stuff's normally up there. His stuff, Darby Allin and yeah, that's
Punk.
about it. Punk. Yeah,
Probably
some of the
Sting
Punk
too.
stuff.
With
Yeah,
him
Stinger. We don't have anything Punk.
You sold through all the Punk.
Yeah, I had a few people ask us about Punk, but we don't have any Punk. Say that again, Logan.
I have every Darby Allin figure but one.
What one are you missing?
The Target exclusive CM Punk board. The skateboard was. It's like. No, I don't have that one. No.
Madrox said he thought he gave him that one, but
Try to the microphone. I forget I'm not talking in it, and he forgets he's not talking in it. It's Madrox brain, brother.
The Madrox mind. You know how that be. But yeah, so is Darby? I think the last time that you were on the podcast, Logan, you said that Darby is your favorite wrestler. Is he still your favorite wrestler?
No, I did give you the Darby target the last time you were over.
Cool. Or give him the microphone and let him answer.
Hold on. I'm explaining this to him. I gave you the Darby that Target one because you said, "Oh my God, now I got every Darby Allin."
No, that's the only one I don't have. I don't.
Riveting content.
He's
riveting
got it.
content.
I swear to God, he's got it. You
So
need to go home and look.
Go to my house and prove you that I don't have it. I will prove that I don't have it.
You got to talk on the damn mic, brother.
You got to give him the mic to talk into.
This is the bad part about collecting. You don't remember what you have.
Dude, that really does. Dude, there's this app that I use for Star Wars stuff. It's pretty dope. I don't remember what it's called, but it's only Star Wars stuff.
Oh, really?
Look at this guy coming up to the table on a Nightmare Before.
Oh, look at that. We got
Street
Frank
shirt.
Tank. Frank Tank's here live on the Spot Show podcast. What's up, Frank?
You got to get closer to the microphone.
Not much. Making some money.
Are you making some money? Hell yeah, that's good news. Well, we know that you made money off of old Colby Jack.
Yeah.
He bought that ring from you. But, yeah, old Frank the Tank here. You've heard us talk about Frank the Tank. He was my old backyard wrestling buddy. This is Michael Madrox's cousin. He's my, for all intents and purposes, he's one of the OG brothers. You know, he was back in the Josh Ambition Frank Tank era.
We'll see if he's going to be a new school brother if he buys something or not.
Yeah, he's over here debating. He's thinking, man, I'm looking at what the brothers got on their table. I'm really debating.
What's this gummy bear challenge?
The Gummy Bear Challenge.
The Gummy Bear
Oh.
Challenge. You eat.
I got a buddy over here. As soon as he said he wants to know what he wins.
You got a buddy that will win something. Who is it?
If he could go the full 10 minutes.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Yeah.
He goes 10 minutes without drinking anything. Once eating that, he gets any figure off that table.
Yeah, man, we'll film it for content.
Is there entry in this, or is it just?
There's no entry.
We've offered a couple people. A couple people don't want to do it, so we have one of the really hot gummy bears.
The hottest.
Yeah, the hottest gummy bear. It's not one of. It is the.
I got offered to do it. I don't do spicy.
I don't do spicy either, man. It upsets my tum tum.
It's bad. It's awful.
Madrox is like numb to spicy stuff, right? Like you can do pretty spicy.
Yeah.
I don't get it, man. What are you eyeballing there, Frankie? I see you're eyeballing. He's eyeballing something. Don't let him fool you, guys. He's only bought one thing. Well, good. You know, I'm proud of you.
It's hard not to buy things here.
What did you buy?
I bought Amigo Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs for my girlfriend or my wife.
Girlfriend
or wife. You can't
Which one
remember
is
what
it?
one.
It's both.
I have not bought anything yet today, and I'm actually very proud of myself. But again, once the podcast is over, I'm going to go take a lap ski and probably end up buying something. But like I said, I'm not dealing with we're playing with house money today. Playing with. All right, Frank. Hey, yeah, we'll probably be over there to see you in a bit. Thanks for being on the pod ski. But yeah, man, see, that's what we're talking about. Like, we just got the entire family out here. We got, and this is what we've talked about on one of the first episodes of Spot Show. We talked about collecting. And, like, you got to build that camaraderie with these people because you scratch their back, they'll scratch yours. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, man.
Cut some good deals with them. They'll cut good deals with you, give you the best of the best. That's what we're trying to do out here, man.
Yeah, he gave me a good deal on that ring.
Yeah, he did. That's what I'm talking about. That's what you go over and just be a normal human being and just be cordial with people, and you'd be surprised what happens.
Yeah.
Very very foreign concept.
I might be going to trade some stuff later.
Oh, really?
Maybe.
For what?
I don't know. I might trade a couple of these higher end AEWs, grab Corbin some of those Transformers I'm seeing over there.
Okay.
We got birthdays coming up, brother.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, spend less money.
Yeah, spend money that you don't have to. Like I said, play with house money.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
I'm over here watching the Saudi show.
So it's the women's tag match right now, right?
Yes, it is. It's
Man.
quite interesting so far.
With a big kick to the shoulder.
Because I know that Madrox is going to get a boatload of points for this match. But so part of me wants to give him the points because it's like it's only fair because it's technically a part of the event. But at the same time, my team is suffering. So
He's trying to play
because
dirty.
you draft horribly.
I did not. Okay, I drafted.
He drafted long term.
Long term.
Which
Okay,
could
I
play
get
out.
it.
Considering that collectively he's got 225 points and I've got 100 points, long term is not working.
It obviously is not so far.
That could all change though, Dickie.
And how's the point system work? I never heard what the point system is.
One match on the show is 5 points. If they
Okay.
get a win, that's 10 points.
Okay.
And then different caveats. So, like, if it's a title match, they get an additional 50. Or no, I think if it's a title match, they get an additional 5. If they win or defend the title successfully, it's like 15 points. If
Okay.
it's a main event, they get 15 points. You know, stuff like that. I don't remember all of them off the top of my head.
So I'd be drafting champions that I knew were going to keep the title.
That's what Dickie did, and all his champions lost or got injured.
But see, that's where you got to be careful with it. Is that it's like, how
long are they
long
gonna
do you
be
expect
champion?
it to be champion? You know, stuff like that.
Do you get negative points if they lose the
No
title?
negative points.
No negative points. All
No.
right. See, I haven't heard the point system, so I was just curious how you guys are doing
It's
it.
actually very simple, but like I said, he trounced me at
Colby's slacking
Backlash.
on the podcast.
I'm a very working cow. I'm a very much working cow. I got a lot going on right now. I
We
eat,
get
sleep, work.
Wow,
repeat.
throwing on a podcast is so hard.
Listen, this is my only day off. Actually, this is not really a day off for me, but this is really my only day off this week.
You could subconsciously listen to the podcast while you sleep. I
Yeah.
put it on in the shower.
All right,
All
fine.
right,
out.
work.
Oh yeah, by the way, Colby and Madrox are roommates now.
Yeah, I'm working a farm. Working a farm near his house.
We haven't talked about that, have we? This is the
No.
first time that we've
The first
said
time
it.
it's publicly been out. And
Oh boy, has it been
Hilarious.
a week?
Hilarious.
Been a long week, let me tell you.
Well, hey, you know what? Talk about long weeks. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap this up, guys. I think we had a pretty good little discussion here. Stay tuned. You're going to hear us discuss King and Queen of the Ring. So, Colby, thank you so much for being here with us, man. You're one of the true MadBash brothers, as your phone just dropped and probably shattered.
Yeah, it drops all the time.
Logan, again, thank you for being here. Not that you had much of a choice.
Yeah, I'm just
because
here.
your dad kind of just brought you. But okay, hey, Dickie from the future, go ahead and take over. We're going to talk about King and Queen of the Ring and break down our points. Hey, thanks, Dickie from the past. This is Dickie from the future. I'm here with Madrox from the future.
chewing on some cookie dough, brother.
Hell yeah. So, let me just say this real quick. Had an incredible time at the Sewer Lair sale. Had an incredible time. We made so much money that we are able to book Chris Jericho, and he's going to perform some Fozzy songs at the next MadBash Wrestling show.
Oh, yeah, brother.
True story. True story. That's what's getting ready to happen. No.
It's not out of the realm of possibilities.
It
so.
isn't. It isn't. No, we didn't make that. We had a lot of fun at the Sewer Lair sale. Thank you to Scott, Andrew. Thank you for having us. We had a pretty primo spot there at the sale.
I think that we should give out a sincerest to Jeremy for eating the gummy bear.
Yeah. So we're going to touch on this. This happened after we recorded. You are going to get to see this exclusively on Patreon. Shout out to the GOAT, the greatest ring announcer in the Midwest, Jeremy Hamilton. He decided to show up.
And I almost killed him 30 seconds upon arrival.
And he almost died within the first 30 seconds of being there because we had a gummy bear, the hot gummy bear gimmick.
The world's hottest gummy bear.
World's hottest gummy bear challenge gimmick. And he's like, I'll do it. And he did it and almost died. So there's going to be video of that exclusively on the Patreon coming up here this week. You're going to be able to see that. I just need to get it all ready because after that Sewer Lair sale, we have just been having a whirlwind of a of a weekend. We've just been busy. We have it's been a whirlwind. So we haven't even really had time to like fully digest any content that we created.
We haven't had time to even rest.
No, not at all. I am dead tired. May have woken up about 5 minutes before I came to get you to record. So
that's fine, brother. You deserve the sleep.
All right, man. We promised it.
PLE time.
Past Dickie promised it. It is now time to talk about the results of King and Queen of the Ring.
Boy, I don't think I'm winning this one.
Do you want to place bets right now? Because I know, because I'm the one that does all of this. Madrox this is his first time hearing it. So if you had to guess on who won and how many points they had.
I think I beat you just by like 5 or 10.
Okay. Here are the points.
Drum roll, please.
Team Wabash walked away from King and Queen of the Ring with 95 points.
Congratulations, sir.
You're welcome. I don't know why
You're
I said
welcome.
You're welcome.
You need more sleep.
I do. Team Madrox walked away from King and Queen of the Ring with 115 points. So Michael Madrox is now officially, continually in the lead, but this one was much closer than the last time. So for those of you keeping track at home, Michael Madrox walked away with 115 this time, 225 last time. You're sitting at a total of 340. I am sitting at a total of 195. So you are still substantially in the lead on the whole, but you here's the sad part. The two premium live events, my total is not even equal to what you got at Backlash.
Damn.
But this was a very low performing premium live event for us.
I only had 3 people on the whole card.
I had 3 people on the whole card as well.
So Gunther was my money maker.
Actually, no.
No?
No. Gunther, surprisingly, was not your top scorer.
Cody.
So now we're going to break it down into who was the top scorer for each team. So, of course, I had Liv Morgan, Sami Zayn, and Randy Orton. Madrox had Cody, Logan, and Gunther. Here's where there was a little bit of controversy.
The pre-show.
We have officially decided that the pre-show does not count.
Nope.
It's the actual premium live event proper. So, yeah.
I would have destroyed you again if we counted the pre-show.
Because you would have had Bianca and Jade. You would have doubled your points close, damn near doubled your points. So your top performer, of course, was Cody. Cody walked away with 50 points.
Hell yeah.
Logan Paul walked away with 30, and Gunther walked away with 35.
Only 35?
Only 35 because he was on screen. He had a match. He won, and it was the King of the Ring. So that's 15 points for the fact that he won the King of the Ring. Again, Cody, 5 points for being on screen, 10 points for winning. 5 points for winning, 10 points for having a match, 10 because it was the main event, and then 15.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the main event points. That's why I thought it would be Gunther coming in clutch.
Yeah. So Logan Paul walked away with 30 points, Cody 50. So the only difference between Cody and Logan is that one had to win, and it was a title win. So that's why there was a 20-point difference between the two. So for me, my top performer, or should I say performers, because I have 2, both with 40 points, we have Liv Morgan and Sami Zayn.
No surprises there.
They both walked away with 40 because Liv won the women's title and Zayn
kept his IC
successfully
title.
defended the IC title. Randy Orton was my lowest performer. He walked away with 15 points. Logan Paul was your lowest performer, walked away with 30 points. So here is where things, I think, are going to get a little bit more hairy for me, and where I think things are going to go from bad to worse, is that I dropped Drew McIntyre because I needed, and in the long run, I'm glad that I did.
Because Liv could outwork Drew McIntyre.
Because I've got Liv Morgan now, and because of Liv Morgan, if I didn't have Liv Morgan, I'd only have 55 points right now.
Smart move by you.
But
is it going to play out in the long game?
In the long game, probably not. Because here's what my prediction is. Of course, Drew McIntyre is challenging Damian Priest at Clash at the Castle. To me, Drew wins.
Absolutely.
So you're going to get points for it being Priest, but no one's going to get points because Drew wins the title. But you got to look at a couple of things here. Right before SummerSlam is when we are picking up our free agents. You know, I think that we said at the halfway point we're going to do it. I think that we say right before SummerSlam, because if we're counting the big four, SummerSlam is the one dead in the middle, kind of.
I say we do it after SummerSlam.
Do it after SummerSlam?
For one reason only, though.
Why is
because
that?
there's 2 PLEs in November this year.
Oh, okay.
There's Crown Jewel and Survivor Series, so...
Okay, we'll do it after SummerSlam.
I figured that'd be like the middle of that, so we can see how SummerSlam goes and then draft.
Perfect. Because what's going to happen is that Drew is probably going to drop to Punk at SummerSlam, and you're going to get the points for Punk.
Yes.
So, I mean, ultimately, you know, it's looking pretty fucking rough for me. Because, you know, like I said, I don't remember what the totals were. You're sitting at 340. I am sitting at 195. So, yikes. It's looking rough for Dickie.
I'm just hoping at Clash of the Castle, Sheamus gets a match, man.
Yeah. So that you can
He ain't making me nothing.
No, not at all. And, you know, I'm looking at like what we got. You know, I've got Solo. I've got Liv, I've got Sammy, Bailey, Randy. I forgot to put LA Knight on here. I'm hoping they start to do something with LA Knight. I think my biggest mistake was drafting Roxanne Perez.
Mm-hmm.
I shouldn't have drafted Roxanne Perez.
See, I was worried about Braun Breaker, but now like they're actually doing something with him. I'm kind of excited to see how it's going to play out through SummerSlam and beyond.
Of course. So... yeah, that's where we're sitting at with this, guys. We are... Look, it's pretty much what people have predicted has been happening. Madrox is winning. But, yeah, man, keep in mind, at the halfway point of this, right after SummerSlam, we're going to be drafting 3 free agents, and things are probably going to be a little bit different. The landscape is going to look
Are we going to be able to drop anyone during the free agency pool?
Just pick up. Again, the only parameters for dropping is an injury.
Okay.
So,
just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah.
Because I had someone ask me at the parking lot cell, and I was like, I don't remember off the top of my head.
No, we're not able. The only way that we're able to drop is if they are out with an injury.
What if their contract expires?
If they're, well, then that's the same thing. Like, if they can't earn you points, then you have the option to drop them.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, it's an option. Because I could have very easily, because I dropped Rhea and Drew, my number 1 and my number 2. And then you, so far, have only dropped 1. You dropped Dominic for Tamatonga. So,
which I personally believe is smart, because with Dom, I know I can get the guaranteed 5 points, but I need a little bit more than that to kick your ass.
With Dom, you would have gotten an additional 5 points this show because he appeared on screen. But Tonga, in the long run, is the better choice because he got you 20 points last time.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, you still would have beaten me very soundly because, again, who carried you last time was Cody, Jade, and Bianca. They were the ones that carried you. Yeah, so far, Braun Breaker has not gotten you points. CM Punk has not gotten you points. Uncle Howdy, Sheamus, and that's it. For me, Roxanne Perez, Ilya Dragunov, A-Town Down Under, they're the only ones that have not gotten me points yet. So,
what are they doing with A-Town Down Under? They're tag champs, but like I never hear or see anything about them.
You know, as the guy that drafted them, I am asking the exact same question because you would think there would at least be a couple of title matches. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get off here, guys. We are going to go ahead and roll into Paid Show. After all is said and done, this is a little bit of a short one, but, this was a special edition of the Spot Show podcast. We did live from the Sewer Lair sale. We had an absolute blast. Again, my sincerest thank yous to Sewer Lair Toys, to Andrew, to Scott. Incredible group of people. Shout out to Colby Jack. Shout out to little Logan Madrox for being here for us. Shout out to the winner of the giveaway that we did.
Absolutely, Brandon.
Shout out to Brandon. He is one of the backers on Patreon. And that being on that Patreon is what got him that victory.
Extra tickets, man.
He followed us on all social media. This guy had like 10 entries into this thing, so because of all that he was showing the support for it. So he's the proud owner of signed SCU figures. Brandon, shout out. One of the first
supporters.
One of the first Patreon backers that we've gotten to talk to like in public, and him be like, yeah, man. He's like, I listened to all the podcasts and I figured, yeah, it's time. He said, I really got to hear Paid Show. You guys talk about Paid Show all the time. So, shout out to all of our Patreon supporters, but specifically shout out to Brandon. You're a real one, man. Enjoy your figures. Hope that they look good on your shelf. So we're going to go ahead and get off here, guys. We're going to roll into Paid Show. I am going to talk about a new obsession that is an old obsession that has come back recently, and I'm going to fill Michael Madrox in on it. For those of you that are going to be on the Patreon, you're going to hear about this obsession. So for Madrox, I'm Dickie, and we will see you on Paid Show.